सीना देखा नाका ना गिना देखा चिकनी चमेली देखी चिकना कमीना देखा चांदनी ची डर होके चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्खा मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात थाली में कटोरा लेकर आलू भात मूड़ी भात मेरे भी जो किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ढिमका वाला ना देखा सीन का सिंगाला खा के शेर का गुरा ना देखा पूरी दुनिया का गोल गोल चक्कर लेके मैंने दुनिया को मारा धक्का बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड वेरी वेरी जॉली गुड राय के पहाड़ पर 3 फुटा लीली फुट मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का अय्याशी के मनवे से खुद को मोड़ना जाने ना कंबल बेवजह ये शर्म का ओढ़ना जाने ना पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना अगर तू हाँ कह दे jump in the air jump in the air jump 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 in the air jump in the air jump in the air jump 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 signal प्यार का signal yo yo signal दिखा दे signal baby signal प्यार का signal yo yo signal दिखा दे signal baby jump 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 अगर तू हाँ कह दे I jump in the air, jump in the air, jump, jump, jump in the air, jump in the air, jump in the air, jump, 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 jump.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Great turnout. You guys all made it in the heat. So yeah, it's 43 degrees today. Drink a lot of water. Yeah. Bit of housekeeping. The toilets are right outside, so as soon as you exit to your right-hand side, you'll find the bathrooms. If you can't locate them, ask someone. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Before we begin, I'd like to begin today's event by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land, the Dharawal people on whose land this event takes place. I'd like to pay my respects to the elders, both past, present, and emerging, and extend that respect to any Indigenous Australians that may be present here today. Don't think any are, but you have to say these. Awesome. My name is Harsh, and I would like to invite or cordially welcome everyone here. And with me is... we are the younger siblings of the bride and groom, and on behalf of both our families, we joyfully welcome you to Kiran and Abhishek Sangeet.
Tonight we celebrate the coming together of two families through an evening of music, dancing and fun.
What better way to start the evening than a performance by the bride and groom themselves?
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Kiran and Abhishek.
कप लगा के कब तक रास्ता देखूं सजना मैं पगली नहीं जो साल बिताऊं पियाओ तेरे बिना इतना मैं कप लगा के कब तक रास्ता देखूं सजना मैं पगली नहीं जो साल बिताऊं पियाओ तेरे बिना तेरे संग कदम भर के मैं तारों तक साथ चलूंगी कुछ तारे चुन लेना इस बार सबकी बारातें आई सबकी बारातें आई डोली तू भी लाना दुल्हन बना के हमको राजा जी ले जाना सबकी बारातें आई आशिक मेरा जाली निकला वादे का खाली निकला इतना क्यों सोच रहा जल्दी तू हीरो बन के आना सबकी बारातें आई सबकी बारातें आई डोली तू भी लाना दुल्हन बना के हमको राजा जी ले जाना सबकी बारातें आई
वादे पूरे मैं करूंगा फेरे भी साथ हिलूंगा थोड़ा वेट तो कर ले बेबी तारों से मांग भरूंगा डोली है रेडी कब से तूने कॉल किया था तब से शेरवानी रास्ते में है सहरा भी ऑर्डर करवाया
चल हट
सबकी बारातें आई सबकी बारातें आई डोली में भी लाऊंगा दुल्हन बना के तुझको संग अपने ले जाऊंगा सबकी बारातें आई
सबकी बारातें आई डोली तू भी लाना दुल्हन बना के हमको राजा जी ले जाना सबकी बारातें आई
What a wonderful way to start tonight's event. Next up, we have a cute performance by Kiran's high school gang.
I'll tell you.
मुझको हुई न खबर चोरी चोरी छुप छुप कर मुझको हुई न खबर चोरी चोरी छुप छुप कर कब प्यार की पहली नजर है ले गई दिल ले गई ले गई दिल ले गई
सच है कहानी है, देखो ये पगली बिल्कुल ना बदली, ये तो वही दीवानी है।
Wonderful, wonderful. How good was that? For our next performance, I'd like to bring on stage Pranjal, Ekta, Jagruti, Monali, and Riya.
सितारे है चांद सा मुखड़ा, क्या कहना उसका आफरीन, दावत में जैसे हो शाही टुकड़ा, उसके जैसी न कोई नाज़नीन, शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बंधन के, वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है, शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के, वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है, शाही जोड़ा पहन के आई जो बंधन के, वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है, शर्माई सी बगल में जो बैठी है दुल्हन के, वही तो मेरी स्वीट हार्ट है।
रास्ता देखो आप मेरी लड़ी है, अरे रास्ता देखो आप मेरी लड़ी है, अरे बात जिससे लड़ी है वो पास मेरे खड़ी है, मुझे जानती है जब से ये मरती है तब से, कभी इससे चोरी
That was an amazing performance, you guys. Next up, we invite Harsh to say a few words.
Hi guys, that was a great performance. Well done, girls. So this is my speech for, in case you guys didn't figure it out. It's my speech to Didi, to Abhi. So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one because I honestly don't quite know where to begin. Didi, of course, has been very close with me. I'm very fortunate to say that I have a very close relationship with my sister. Yeah, I don't quite know where to start, but what I probably will say is what I'll try to do is probably share some key memories that I've had with Didi and probably tell some things about Didi that you guys probably don't know of that are pretty cool. And probably will try to say a few things about Abhi as well while I'm there. The first thing I'd probably like to say is my closest and most fondest memories with my sister were probably when we were still living in India. Yeah. So when I took some time out, sat down, and tried to think about the best times that I've had with her, it was even though like we have a blast now, like we're like dynamic sibling duo, like we're great, but our best memories were probably before we were 10. Like we spent a lot of time together. Dad was still in the army and he was all around India for a lot of my primary school life in India. Dad was in Rajasthan. It was just mom, Didi, and me. So in that small house, I think I ended up spending a lot of quality time with Didi. Didi's amazing. She's always kind of put her best interest before mine, sort of. Always, even with all the little things, like life was simpler back then. We used to get really happy when we had a packet of Hajmola or something. And Didi always let me have an extra one. This was a long time ago. You used to buy like a packet for 10 rupees and there'd be 5 Hajmolas in there, and that's probably the best thing you could buy. And she was always the one that let me have 3 and she had 2. All right, so when we used to make Maggie back in the day, one Maggie used to be enough for me and Didi. That's how you know it was a long time ago, all right? Now I think one boy, me or Rohan alone will probably smash 3 packets, but it's a different time, right? Back then, one packet of Maggie used to be enough for me and Didi, and I always got the bigger share, even though I was the younger brother. So Didi was always considerate. Didi always made sure that I was happy, and my happiness was always above hers. So I noticed these things, and probably I didn't when I was younger, but as I'm growing older and thinking back to these things, it's definitely incredibly obvious. So there was this one time, and Didi is always very good at giving advice. If you want in Hindi, if you say cut throat sallah, like proper advice, like to the point, you go to Didi. Didi cuts the fluff out of it and she tells you what you need to do. And especially in difficult times, right? So this one time we were living in Kharki in Pune, and for some reason, I don't know how I managed to, but it was a window and I poked my head through the window and got my head stuck outside so that I couldn't drag my head back. Somehow I managed to get into that position. It was a unit, you can imagine Pune and buildings, people everywhere, right? And I was screaming because my head was stuck there. Didi somehow counseled and instructed, somehow provided some sort of sorcery and helped me get my head out of there. But she kept calm. She helped me through these things. I'm really grateful for all of those little sorts of things. So that was great, and that's probably why I'm here. I didn't die that day when I got my head stuck there, so that's great. There's a lot of cool things about Didi that I don't think a lot of people know, like achievement type things. She's quite modest, quite humble. Didi actually got into Sydney Girls. I don't know if anyone even knows that. She got into Sydney Girls, she didn't go. I think that's pretty like if I got into Sydney Boys Roos, yeah, I'm going, right? But it didn't add up for her, the travel, whatever it was. And you kind of never hear it from her again. Get on with life, whatever, it happened. So Didi got into Sydney Girls, that's pretty cool. She doesn't talk about it much. She's done half marathons, all right? So just to put it into context, we a lot of us spend a lot of time at the gym, we like to say. A lot of us probably can't run a mile or two, no matter how jacked we think we are. Didi has done marathons more than 20 kilometers comfortably. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah? Maybe a cheer, a clap, guys. That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you. So I think that's something worth knowing. She doesn't harp on about her achievements and her abilities, and I think I have a great opportunity to do that today, so I'm going to make the most of it. She also plays the flute, which is pretty cool. She plays the flute. A lot of people probably don't know that. Not incredibly well. But yeah, she can hold it, she can... No, I'm kidding. She's pretty good. She's pretty good. No tears yet, please. You're good. Yeah, so Didi is awesome. One of the most compassionate and caring people. I'm not just saying that, I really mean it. And it's not just me. Anyone that's close to her will know she is incredibly caring and she really does care. Like when she's talking to you about something, she's 100% present in that conversation and she's trying to help. Yeah, a lot of us probably get advice from people. People give great advice. Everyone will help you. There's no problem. We have a great community. It's great. But Didi genuinely cares, and there is an extra level of compassion when she deals with people. And I think that's going to be her biggest strength when she's going to be a doctor. Abhi is awesome as well. Abhi is a great guy, and I'm so curious, interested to see how you guys grow together, how you guys set up your new life. Edmondson Park is such a cool spot. I will never afford to live there. No, but honestly, it's great. I'm so incredibly blessed to have both of you in my life. But more importantly, I'm so keen to see how you guys go about what we say in Marathi, your sansar, which is going to come. So it's going to be great viewing for everyone, and I'm sure you guys are going to kill it. You guys are going to bring the best out of each other. You guys are going to motivate each other, be each other's inspiration, and it's going to be an awesome rest of your life. I'm so sure about that. Just a couple of things about Abhi. Abhi is such a great conversationalist. Abhi can talk to anyone about anything. There is not a dull moment. I mean that. He can talk to you about the NBA for hours. You just have to press a button and he just goes. Anything. He's so intelligent. Emotionally intelligent, everything. So you guys are great. I've been rambling on for a while. You guys are great. I'm so happy for you. Abhi, my sister is quite the catch, but you're a great guy. I have no doubt that you're going to be an awesome husband. And I am so excited to have you in my life, as is my family. And more importantly, I'm so excited to have the rest of your family a part of ours as well. That's great. The thing about Indian weddings and Hindu weddings and our culture is that the marriage is not a union of two people, but more a union of two families. And you guys are a living, standing example of that. And I cannot wait to see how you guys grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Harsh, for that lovely speech. Next up, we have a very special performance from our adorable mums group. Please welcome onto the stage Aarti, Abhilasha, Anita, Archana, Ashwini, Manju, Sanjeevani, Sarita, Varsha, Vidya Kalambe, and Vidya Jagdare Kaku.
Sangeet Night.
Awesome. That was amazing. That was really, really good. You guys might think they just rocked up and somehow winged that. There have been all 15 of those aunties or whatever have been in our garage practicing that every night for the last few weeks. A lot of work and... huh? 7 a.m. as well. I'm just appreciating the effort, respecting the effort, respecting the grind. The next thing I'd like to get everyone excited for is the family dance. So now let's put our hands together for both families to showcase their talent.
बधाई बधाई जोड़ी क्या बनाई भैया और भाभी को बधाई हो बधाई सब रस्मों से बड़ी है जग में दिल से दिल की सगाई
इसमें दो तरह के लोग होते हैं, एक जो सारी जिंदगी एक ही काम करते रहते हैं और दूसरे जो एक ही जिंदगी में सारे काम कर देते हैं। ये वो दोनों कहते थे और कहते क्या थे, करते थे और ऐसा करते थे जैसा न किसी ने किया और न शायद कोई कर पाए।
छोटे छोटे शहरों से खाली गोल बहरों से हम तो झोला उठा के चले।
बारिश कम कम लगती है, नदियाँ मध्यम लगती है, हम समंदर के अंदर चले। छोटे छोटे शहरों से खाली भोर दोपहरों से हम तो झोला उठा के चले। बारिश कम कम लगती है, नदियाँ मध्यम लगती है, हम समंदर के अंदर चले। ओ हो हम चले ओए रामचंद्र रे, हम चले ओए रामचंद्र रे। धड़क 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 धुआं उड़ाए रे, धड़क 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 सीटी बजाए रे, धड़क 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 धुआं उड़ाए रे, धड़क 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 मुझे बुलाए रे। ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे। ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे। ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे। अरे रह जाएंगे पैसे वाले देखते रह जाएंगे। रह जाएंगे पैसे वाले देखते रह जाएंगे। ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे।
Hey, thanks so much. Before I start, could we get a lovely round of applause for the beautiful bride and groom? Tonight, we are gathered here at the Sangeet, a joyous and happy occasion that's focused on dancing, lots of singing, obviously. So lots of loosening up those vocal cords. So can I just say how thankful I am that Abhishek hasn't sung yet. But no, on a serious note though, Abhi is very skilled at karaoke, especially during long car rides. And he can do a very mean rendition of When You Say Nothing at All by Ronan Keating. Do we have any Ronan Keating fans in tonight? Oh, hey, you can link up with them and do a bit of karaoke afterwards. Yeah, cool. So when I first met Abhishek, it was at my second year of university, 10 years ago now, at a university society called UNSW Vishwas. Now, if you haven't heard of Vishwas Society, it's sort of like a church group, but for like brown people. We met up and we had a good time. And I remember Abhishek was on the exec team. He was on the executive committee for that society. And I'm not sure if he remembers this, but that year he hosted like a goal-setting workshop that was focused on achieving your dreams, fixing up your life, that sort of thing. And I remember attending this workshop and I was feeling super excited. You know, I was full of hope for the future. Not to mention how distracting he was while leading this class with his dashing, long, beautiful black hair, that beautiful smile, and those glasses that he wore that day was so clear, so clear. And I felt like this workshop could really change my life. But then, a few weeks later, I failed my engineering exams. Both of them. And now it's because of you, Boba. Now, Abhishek is a man of many talents. He's good at finance, he knows how to dance, and he's a capable Ronan Keating cover artist. But I found out he has more talents years ago when I bumped into him in Central train station's underground tunnel at 11 p.m. in the dead of night, and there he was, smiling back at me. And he told me he started doing improv. Like improv theatre. And at that point I was convinced Abhishek was like Batman. Like, you know, like financial tycoon during the day, and then scaring people at night. You know? But another fact you need to know about Abhishek is that he's the most millennial person ever. Like, I'm convinced he has nothing past the year 2010 on his Spotify playlist. No, okay. I've been seeing the wrong Spotify playlists from Abhishek. But I've worked on Abhishek with a few video projects with Abhishek, where I've been the video producer and the video editor, and Abhi's sort of been the director. And one time he was over at my place and, you know, we were editing a video on the computer. And when I asked him for a reference for a song that he liked, he sent me through a commercial for Wolf Blast from the year 2008. And he's just like, yeah, I like how this sounds. And I was like, dude, you're the only person in Australia who remembers this commercial from like 16 years ago. Like half this room doesn't even know what Wolf Blast is. Anyway, one of my favourite memories with Abhi was filming a video where Abhishek played the role of a McDonald's manager in Kensington. Yes, it's on YouTube. You can look it up. So yeah, feel free to like and subscribe while you're there. But I would like to read out my favourite comment left on this video. And this is a real comment, by the way, if you look it up. It says, "Gangster manager." That's my boy Abhi right there. To wrap up though, Abhishek, you truly are a genuinely kind and humble human being. And Kiran is really, really lucky to have that part of you. Abhi, it's been an amazing 10 years of friendship, but I wish you and Kiran all the very best and decades of love, learning and happiness for you both in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that awesome speech. Next up, I'd like to bring on stage Abhishek, Tejal, Rashim, Gauri, and Avantika. And Ranbir. Manbir, sorry bro.
मेरे दिल जिगर लिवर में हो तुम वक्त से लगता है वो फीवर अब तो मेरी लाइफ फॉरएवर है
legit awesome. Well done. Great work. That Dil Dena, bro. That was next level. Great stuff. Great stuff. Once more, we got a time schedule though, so to watch the video when it comes out. Now we'd like to invite Didi's nearest and dearest to say a few words. That is, and hopefully I don't miss anyone this time, Pratyusha, Anusha, Shrestha, Chaitali, Madhura, and Pooja.
Hi everyone, my name is Shrestha. Congratulations, Kiran and Abhishek. We're all honored to be here today to celebrate this special day with you both. So I met Abhi a long time before I met Kiran, and I met Abhi as the guy running around the halls of Macquarie Fields High School with a side bag, with his Shah Rukh Khan haircut, waving to me as he went, saying, "Oh, sorry, Shrestha, I gotta go to class. I will see you soon." I didn't know that years later, this guy would be the husband of one of my very best friends. I met Kiran much later at school camp, where there was a girl who left a phone on my bed. I didn't know who she was, and I went tracking down for a girl with long hair whose name was Karan, is what I was told. Later it turned out it was Kiran, and that's how I first met her. So these two are the most filmy duo I have ever seen. They honestly give Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol a run for their money. But they're also so much more than that. They are the most caring, loving, humble, and giving persons I've ever met. They will literally give you the last drop of water from their glass, even on this very hot day, if you said that you were thirsty. And I'm not joking, they really will. So Kiran and Abhi, you're both made for each other, and I cannot wait to see you both grow old with each other and share all the best things that this life has to offer. Congratulations once again, and all the best for all your adventures.
Hi everyone, I'm Pooja. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kiran's school friend. Well, that's how it began, at least. Kiran's been with me through thick and thin. Our friendship has grown. If I've gone to India, I've been here. She's always been there. She's been my bestest friend, and there's nothing that I ever need to hide from Kiran. She knows everything about me. Maybe my husband doesn't, but she does. So if you know Kiran, you know she's such a strong support. She'll go to any level, like Shrestha said, give you the last drop of water. But she'll literally go to any level to support you. So, we were all here when Kiran wanted to do something, and we're like, yes, we'll make it happen, because she does so much for everyone else, and she deserves the same in return. I genuinely cherish the moments we have shared together, like our long walks in Thorsby Park, when a lot of D&M conversations. I don't exercise much, but if it's a walk with Kiran, I'll go. That's basically what I do exercise for, because I get to meet Kiran. I'll talk a bit about you as well. I don't want to leave you out, but we knew of Abhi. We didn't really know him initially. We had seen him in plays, in Dandiya, doing stuff. But we really got to know him when they started going out together. And we found out Abhi's such an Antakshari pro. Like, it's really hard if you play Antakshari with him that you'll win, I doubt. And he doesn't stop at first verse. He'll say the entire song. So he knows, talking like NBA, he would know so much about songs, about actors, about everything Bollywood. And, they're shining like two Bollywood stars tonight as well. Looking great, guys. Yeah. And Abhi, you're such a kind person, always laughing, love that. And he's great to talk to and a great friend to us, everyone in the group as well. So, yeah. I'm really happy that you found each other, and wish you all the both very, very best. I could not imagine a better prepared couple for this journey. So all the best.
Hello, I'm Chaitali. So I'm going to talk about Kiran and Abhi both, because I think I know both of them very closely. So with Kiran, it started day one of high school, Liverpool girls. A lot of our friends are here. So day one, I meet her through a friend of mine, where I am casually just introduced to a girl with a broken arm. But then, yeah, she had a broken arm that day. So, well, I don't know for how long. But basically, I was introduced as like, this is Kiran. And then after like 10 minutes of talking to each other, something happened. I think we asked each other our last names or something like that, and then we found out that we're Marathi. She found out that I'm Marathi, I found out that she's Marathi, and we were like, this is it. We're best friends. Like, there's nothing changing that. Like, you and I are hanging out, and that's exactly what happened. That day went by. Next day morning we met, and we started sitting together. And day 2, we met Pooja. So we were like, Marathi? Yeah, cool. Come, join us. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what happened with most of our group here. So I think Bhakti joined, and then a lot of the other girls, because they were Indian, we all became like a massive group. I am someone that just met people, and I was like, yeah, come join our group. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Not consult with these guys at all. So, but that's how our friendship basically started. Harsh, you spoke about Kiran getting into Sydney Girls. I can tell you why she didn't go. The reason Kiran didn't go is, I know everyone has talked about how lovely Kiran is, how down to earth she is. The reason Kiran didn't go to Sydney Girls was because Pooja and I were still at Liverpool Girls. Or Pooja had left for India and I was moving to Macquarie Fields. She decided not to go to Sydney Girls and decided to come to Macquarie Fields because Chats was there. And that's when you know you've earned a friend. Like, nothing else matters for her. Her friendship matters. The people close to her matter the most to her. And I love you for that. I'm going to move to Abhi now. So Abhi, I met Abhi, as much as I've known him through the community, I think I met Abhi at Vishwas again. I did not go to UNSW, guys, but I was there more than I was at my own uni. I know all of my friends will say the same. No need to bring that up. Anyways, but Abhi I met through one of my first plays, Fire to Earth, and a little insight into the love story. Pooja and I saw this coming a long time. I know Kiran doesn't want to talk about this, but I'll talk. So Abhi was basically playing Ram in that play, right? The character was Ram. And Kiran just casually came to the play and saw Abhi and was mesmerized. She was like, who is Ram? Who is this boy? It's so true. But basically after that, there was a bit of stalking done, there was a bit of talk happened, but then it went away. And then you'll see a lot of that in our love story. So I won't talk too much about that. But Abhi, same goes to you. You're very genuine, you're warm, kind-hearted, and I've seen that throughout the last 12, 13 years of knowing you. There was a time where we were really close as well, and I've known, we've connected. So yeah, I am glad that my best friend has found you and that you guys are together, just because I think I don't need to worry anymore. I know she's in safe hands. I know you're in safe hands as well, right? So both of my friends are in safe hands, yeah. But yeah, I love you both and I wish you all the best.
Hi guys, my name is Madhura and I would like to talk about Abhi and Kiran both. So I've been good friends with the bride and groom, both of them. So I met Kiran in high school and have made lots of memories with her. I've went on all sorts of camping and museum trips with her over the years, and I've performed countless performances, be it Bharatanatyam or Bollywood, and I've had made lots and lots of memories with her. And Abhi and Kiran both tutored me when I was in high school. And they've both made a big, big impact on my life. So I love you guys and wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name is Pratyusha. I met Kiran in my second year of university. We both studied medical science at UNSW. The first thing I noticed about her was her vibrant energy and her kindness towards everyone around her. She literally won everyone's hearts with her smile, and we had such a big friends group, and everyone was brought together by Kiran. And I remember catching the bus back to Central with her after 3-hour-long microbiology labs, talking about Bollywood movies and eating Good Day biscuits. You made all those long days really feel worth it. I feel really proud to see how far you've come today and that you found someone who completes you so well. I wish you and Abhi all the best, and I can't wait to make more memories with both of you.
Hey everyone, I'm Anusha. Congratulations, Kiran and Abhi. I can't wait for the week of celebrations. Both you and Abhishek are incredibly kind people. You both give your heart and soul to your friends and family. I first met or kind of heard of Abhi years ago through a play he and my brother were involved in, where he played a Swami love guru. Abhishek, I can say your own love advice has served you very well today. He's got a lot of hidden talents, and as Harsh said, there's never a dull conversation with him. He's always got something interesting to say. I'm really glad that you and Kiran found your way to each other. One thing about Kiran is that she loves to state the obvious, so her favorite thing to say when she introduces us to people is that we're twins, which is very obvious. So I'm surprised she hasn't interrupted me to say that right now. She has a beautiful way of making people feel very seen, and she has an incredibly generous spirit. Everyone who finds their way into your company is a lucky person, including me. I feel very grateful to be your friend, and I'm excited for this new chapter in your lives. Congratulations. Love you both.
Yay!
Thank you guys. I'm really, really touched by everything that you said. Now, one thing you all know, I do like to dance a lot, and I have a very special performance coming up, and it's with each of my friends who just spoke now, and I wanted to honor them by doing a choreography here tonight that we've done before, just as a throwback. So please enjoy that. Yeah.
That was sensational. Shrestha, that Cinderella was insane. No words. I'm just going to drift away from the program just a little bit. A few people have reached out to me and said, it's extremely hot today, so I'm just going to pause it for a few minutes. In 5 minutes, anyone that wants a drink will open the door up and get yourself a glass of water. I'm just doing that because it's extremely hot today, so just taking the precautions. So 5 minutes. Please get yourself a drink outside. If you don't, just stay seated. But I just want to have a little bit of a break for 5 minutes for anyone to hydrate themselves if needed. All right, great. I think I might just give another 30 seconds. I think a few people are still crawling inside slowly. So yeah, 30 seconds and we'll resume the regular scheduled programming. Won't be long. Is everyone having a good time? Yeah? It's been all right? That's good, that's good. A lot has gone into it. Not the emceeing, but everything else. The dancing and stuff, a lot of effort has been put in. So it's great, that it's coming together so nicely. Awesome, great. I think most people are back now. If you're not back by now, you're going to miss out. So, okay, we'll just give Sanjana a second. All good, take your time, take your time. I'm not trying to be smart, I'm genuinely saying, take your time, bro. No rush. All good, awesome. It's time for the solos. Solos of the bride and groom. It's very exciting. First up, we have the groom himself, Abhishek. Put your hands together. Thank you.
तुम्हारी स्माइल कितनी डेंजरस है पता है? मेरे पास दिल होता ना, तेरी स्माइल पे पक्का आ जाता।
Kiran
नहीं हो सकता है यार, नहीं हो सकता यार, नहीं. I'd love it once more, लेकिन we want to give the DJ something to do afterwards, turn the dance floor on. Don't you guys want that? You guys want that, right? No. If we keep doing once more, you know, so you can't have it all. You can't have the cake and eat it, you know. So you guys, that was awesome. That was insane. Again, lost for words. That was great. Didi or the bride has the next solo. Pressure is on because Abhi set the bar really, really high. So best of luck.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to dedicate this next song to Abhishek, the real bride.
I'm not going to say I'm lost for words. That was great. That was truly amazing. Let's go with that. I'd like to now call Abhishek's sister Tejal for her speech. Enjoy.
Hello. I want to start by telling the story of how I found out about Kiran. So, it was 2020, and I'm chilling in my brother's room, and he hands me his phone to look at something, and I see like 5 back-to-back notifications from Kiran. First time I've ever heard of a Kiran, and I was like, interesting. And then a couple of days go by, I log into Facebook, and I see that my brother is tagging this Kiran in memes. Unprecedented and suspicious. Very interesting. And then a couple more weeks go by. I find out he's going on early morning runs with Kiran. I don't say anything. And another day comes by, we're chilling in his room again, and he's like to me, you know Kiran? And I'm like, yeah, I've heard of her. And he was like, isn't her hair so long? And at this point, I'm just convinced he's in love with her. And he is trying to bait me into trying to ask about her, because we have the kind of relationship where if I see him breathe near a girl, I'll be like, so, who's that? Is that going to be Bhabiji? Back when Kiran wasn't in the picture. But I didn't do that when it came to Kiran, because I just had a gut feeling. I was like, I think this one is different. And I think my gut feeling was correct, clearly, because Kiran is the one for my brother. And I'm very sure of that. It's been such a pleasure getting to know Kiran and getting to know her family over the past 4 years since the day that he told me, which was actually, the 1st of January, 2020. And I remember I told her, I was like, I'm so happy you started my year with this news. Since that day, over the past 4 years, it's been so amazing getting to know Kiran, and I'm sure that you are his perfect match. I say this because I'm echoing some of the things that people said before, that you two are two of the most giving people that I've ever met. When I was thinking about what to say, I couldn't get past the fact that both of you are, when I think of both of you, it's so characterized by the fact that you both just go above and beyond, like for the people that you care about. And I think that's your most defining trait. And it's going to be so amazing when two people like that are like in a marriage together. And I'm so excited for your futures together. I think both of you, I was thinking of what you have in common. And what I think is, both of you are top of the order when it comes to being kind, compassionate, thoughtful, honest, creative, and authentic people. And in that regard, I have to say, I've been so lucky to grow up with a brother like Abhishek. I felt as Harsh did when I sat down to write this. I genuinely just didn't know where to begin. I don't think I'll ever know where to begin or when to end when it comes to talking about you and what you mean to me, and the sibling that you've been for me. Sorry, just a moment. I never felt the absence of a sister or a friend growing up because I've always had you. Whether it was watching Winx Club with me when I was like 5 years old, or when I was a bit older, in my teen years, sorry, jamming out to Taylor Swift together, or even now when you give me your hairdryer or your hand-me-down straightener to use. I've never felt the absence of a sister in my life. Nor the absence of a friend, all through growing up. It's just been so amazing to have you as a support. I remember last year when I came over to your house and I was upset about something, and I was asking you about when I was in my teen years and I would do stupid things, and I asked you, why would you always take my side? And I remember you said, everyone deserves to have someone that's always on their side. And I'm just so thankful that I've always had you in my corner. Whether I was right or whether I was wrong, you've always been there for me. And I just feel so blessed. You are my biggest blessing. You're incredibly dependable, and it makes me so happy to say that I feel the same energy from Kiran. I felt that even when Harsh was giving his speech, I was like, I feel like our siblings love each other, love us in the same way, where you guys go above and beyond. Like, my brother will always give me like the bigger half of something, and I think sorry, one sec. You both are just so thoughtful in that way. I was trying to think of examples, right, when I was writing this speech. Like, I can't think of any one thing that fully captures the essence of how thoughtful and generous the two of you are. And my mind went to the everyday things. Like, in the day-to-day, you guys just make it so special by being so giving and so thoughtful. And in that vein, I had a story about Kiran. So that jar there, when I think in my first year of knowing Kiran, I mentioned a story to her, how when I was little, I had a jar of shells that every time we would go to the beach, and I loved going to the beach, I would collect a shell, and I had this big jar, and some kind of like scorpion or something got into it at some point in my childhood, and we had to throw the jar away. And I just mentioned that to Kiran once. And months later, it's my birthday, and then she's been in Wollongong for med placement, And every day she's gone to the beach and she's been collecting these shells for me. And she's put it in a jar and she gave it to me for my birthday. And I can honestly say it's just the most special gift I've ever received because you were so effortful and thoughtful. And I think I'm just so... I'm just so happy that you're going to get married to someone like Kiran. I'm really excited for today and for the week ahead, and that your wedding festivities have kicked off today, and I'm so happy that you guys are going to start a new life together, and I'm really excited I get to be a part of it and witness all the joy that you're going to create together. Love you both so much.
Okay, awesome. That was great. Great speech. झालं रडवलं किती मेकअप केला त्यानं माहिती आहे का आता सगळं come on man it's the Sangeet man we'll cry at the wedding ती पण ready ते पण बरोबर nice jokes aside brilliant speech well done Tejal. Just one thing, one takeaway, the only one takeaway I had from that speech, or the biggest one, was that Abhi told Tejal about Didi on the 1st of January 2020. What? It was months after that I heard about anything going on. Yeah, come on Didi, come on. Bhai ke saath dhoka. I should have heard about it a little bit earlier. 1st Jan, anyway. The next performance is Ajit Uncle, who's going to be singing a very special song for us. So please give him a round of warm applause.
Hi, good evening.
मस्तानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू आई रुत मस्तानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया प्यार की गलियां बागों की कलियां सब रंग रलियां पूछ रही है प्यार की कलियां बागों की गलियां सब रंग रलियां पूछ रही है गीत बनगढ़ के किस दिन गाएगी तू मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू आई रुत मस्तानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया फूल सी खिल के पास आ दिल के दूर से मिल के चैन आए फूल सी खिल के पास आ दिल के दूर से मिल के चैन आए और कब तक मुझे तड़ पाएगी तू मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू आई रुत मस्तानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया तू चलिया क्या है भरोसा आशिक दिल का और किसी पे ये आ जाए क्या है भरोसा आशिक दिल का और किसी पे ये आ जाए आ गया तो बहुत पछताएगी तू मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू आई रुत मस्तानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू चलिया चलिया हाँ तू चलिया चलिया तू चलिया चलिया तू चलिया
All right, are we all having a good time? Yes, amazing. I'm not here to roast Abhishek again as much as I would like to, but we are nearing the tail end of our performances for tonight. However, we still have some great entertainment planned for all of you. We all know we are here to celebrate Kiran and Abhishek, but have you ever wondered where it all began? How they met? How they fell in love? And how they arrived at where we are today. All your questions will soon be answered. Please welcome the bride and groom's friends and family presenting Kiran and Abhishek's love story.
Jessica से मुंबई जाने वाली ट्रेन प्लेटफॉर्म नंबर 4 से चल रही है।
अरे मैडम अंदर आइए आइए।
अरे हाथ दो हाथ दो। आज तो हद ही हो गई। पता है क्या, आज तक लाइफ में एक ट्रेन नहीं छूटी मेरी।
वेट ये गीत कौन है? हमें तो किरण की लव स्टोरी देखनी है। इसको ले जा, ठीक से गाना लगा दो।
बरसों से पागल हो, तुम्ही मेरा पागलपन हो, तुम्ही मेरा जुनून हो। आई लव यू। अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है।
अरे शाहरुख सर, आपकी वाली किरण इधर नहीं है।
Anyway, let's take our focus away from these clowns and instead center our attention on the real Abhi and Kiran. So, where is he?
मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जो बोली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरे तेवर में तहजीब की रंगीन रंगोली,
first class, but our Kiran is nothing short of Tiki Mirchi and full-time Dhamaka. We now come to UNSW Orientation Week, where these two first met each other. Abhi, who was the UNSW Vishwas president at the time, was manning a booth, and Kiran was looking around for some peacock feathers, which she needed for a performance.
Hey there, can I help you?
Hey, where'd you get these feathers? I've been looking for them.
To be honest, I don't really know.
Oh, okay, thanks.
After their first interaction, our main characters didn't really interact much. But the stars, now they had a different plan. Abhi was stressed and planning a flash mob. Yet, no matter his stress levels, how could he not notice the most beautiful girl joining the flash mob, equipped with her big, round glasses?
तुम भी हो, मैं भी हूँ, पास आओ, तो कह दूँ, आखिर क्यों पल में यूं दीवाना मैं हो गया। तुम्हें जो मैंने देखा, तुम्हें जो मैंने जाना, तुम्हें जो मैंने देखा, तुम्हें जो मैंने जाना, जो होश था, वो तो गया, बदन की ये खुशबू, जगाने लगी जादू, तो होके देखा, दिल खो गया।
Outside the walls of UNSW, these two met again at the community Dandiya event.
Hey Kiran, good seeing you here.
Oh, hi, Abhi. Good to see you too. What have you been up to?
I finished off some assignment recently. I'm basically wrapping up my final semester at uni.
Oh, wow, uni. I thought you were in high school. How old are you?
Oh, very old. I graduated high school many years ago.
देवी और सज्जनों, हम जल्दी शुरू करेंगे। कृपया अपने डांस पार्टनर के साथ तैयार हो जाएं।
धमाधम ढोल बजे, नॉनस्टॉप हल्ला मचेगा, ओए नाचो सारे, पीपनी पे, आज नया स्टेप सीखे, नॉनस्टॉप हल्ला मचेगा, ओए नाचो सारे, अपनी फेमस है रात वाली यारियां, चाले सारा जहां, बेथलपुर मां सुन ले ओ छोरियां, झूमे नगरियां, जब जब
पर विनर तो एक ही टीम हो सकती है। किरण और अभिषेक के लिए तालियां।
In a twist of fate, Kiran and Abhi next met under more unusual circumstances. That was outside St. Mary's Cathedral for the half marathon.
Hey, Abhi.
Oh, hi, chaps.
Wow, you're doing the half marathon too? That's amazing.
Thanks. I didn't know anyone in my circle that was coming along. It's so good to see you guys.
Oh, this is Kiran. Remember from Dandiya?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Kiran. Have you been?
Hi, Abhi. I'm good, thanks. I think we're starting soon. Let's go. Are you ready?
You bet I am.
Abhi and Kiran start to meet each other quite regularly at Thorsby Park. And as with every good Indian soap opera, some aunties and uncles start getting suspicious about the both of them.
अगं ती पवारांची किरण ना होती ग
आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हर ज़बान पर सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई आजकल तेरे मेरे प्यार के चर्चे हर ज़बान पर सबको मालूम है और सबको खबर हो गई
As Kiran prepped for her med school interview, Abhishek was right there, her personal wingman. Abhishek knew this was the year that Kiran was going to make it. So to commemorate the occasion, he organized a surprise that he carried with him until the day that Kiran got her offer.
कुछ पाने की हो आस पास कोई अरमा हो जो खास खास आशाएं हर कोशिश में हो बार बार कर दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले
Inspired by the great T Swiftie and in an unconventional but very 21st century twist, Kiran popped a special question with paper rings. As their relationship began to progress, the pair were quite nervous about telling their families, but they gathered up all the courage they could muster and told them. The result of this was that Abhi was called over to Kiran's for a quick chat, or shall we say, an official interview.
Hi Abhi.
Hey Kiran. Namaste uncle. Namaste auntie.
Namaste Abhishek.
Namaste, bas.
अभिषेक तू म्हणतोस तुला किरण आवडते तुला माहित आहे का तिला खायला काय आवडतं
हो हो काका
थांब ऑप्शन ए कॅबेज ऑप्शन बी भेंडी ऑप्शन सी कॅलीफ्लॉवर ऑप्शन डी celery.
काका आय थिंक कॉलीफ्लावर कारण का तिचा चेहरा नेहमी फुलासारखा फुललेला असतो
चूक तिला भेंडी आवडते चेहरा महत्वाचा नाहीये टेस्ट आणि आरोग्य महत्वाचे आहे चल अजून एक चान्स देतो तुला तुझ्या मते हॅपीनेस काय आहे ऑप्शन ए फुलफिलमेंट ऑप्शन बी कंटेनमेंट ऑप्शन सी चॉईस आणि ऑप्शन डी ऑल ऑफ अबोव
माझ्यासाठी किरण बरोबरच मला फुलफिल्ड आणि कंटेंट वाटतं आणि तीच माझी चॉईस आहे तर ऑल ऑफ दी अबव
एकदम बरोबर माझे प्रश्न झाले अभिलाषा तुला काय विचारायचं
माझा एकच प्रश्न आहे अभिषेक किरण बद्दल तुला काय आवडते ऑप्शन ए तिचे घने लंबे केस ऑप्शन बी तिचा काम नेचर ऑप्शन सी विनोदी स्वभाव ऑप्शन डी तिनं केलेला बनाना ब्रेड
मला तर तिचं सगळंच आवडतं 50-50 लाईफ लाईन प्लीज
तुझे राहिलेले 2 ऑप्शन्स आहेत तिचे घने लंबे केस आणि विनोदी स्वभाव.
काकू घने लंबे केस लॉक कर.
अगदी बरोबर उत्तर, कारण ती विनोदी नाहीच.
We all know long distance is hard, but if there was ever a love to withstand time and space, it was Kiran and Abhi's. No matter how hard it got, they both always made sure they had time for each other. Lockdowns just lifted. Kiran and Abhi got engaged. It was now time to start planning the festivities for Abhi Kirani, which brings us to today. But wait, don't leave yet, my friends, because picture Abhi baki hai.
Hello, everyone. So I guess the last few months have just been so surreal. I can't believe we're here already. The day's just sort of flown by, and I'm struggling to find the right words, but I'm gonna do my best to just appreciate, everything that we've seen today and over the last several years that we've known each and every one of you here. I think a lot of you had talked about how we're really giving people and how we do a lot for other people, and I think just today is probably a testament of just how grateful we are to have people like that in our own lives. So I think what you see us do is probably a reflection of everything that we receive from everyone. So for everyone who's contributed towards today, you guys as the audience, everyone who's helped with all the backstage stuff, all the performers, the speeches, catering, driving around, everything that people have done for us, just thank you to all of you. Can we start there, please? Thank you. Firstly, everyone here in the audience, you guys are most of our nearest and dearest, and we all share such treasured memories with each and every one of you. So we're so grateful to have you here today, as well as over the many years of our lives, and we're looking forward to sharing and cherishing more memories with yourselves. So thank you, everyone, for being present for us here and in our lives in general. There's quite a few thank yous I need to get through. Hayden and Fu, can you guys come down stage? No? Fair enough. Can everyone just look up to them and give them a round of applause, please? So Fu's been on this journey with us for the last several months. He's been the most receptive, understanding, and caring person out. He's treated this like a wedding within his own family rather than just some, venue and some sort of event. Whenever we ask for something, any change, any sort of request, anything that's even out of the ordinary, his response has been, yes, I'll see how I can do it. Yes, I'll see how I can figure it out. Last minute changes as well with the weather, like bringing things indoors, because we initially had an outdoor setup. He was on the ball with that. He was ready to do that. The fan set up because we wanted a wind blowing in our hair when we were dancing. Just anything, however ridiculous, Fu's been there. He's been receptive. He's been caring. He reflected on his own wedding experiences and wanted us to have an even easier and even more comfortable experience. So, Fu, firstly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for everything you've done. Hayden's joined the journey just today, but despite having 1 or 2 broken hands, I'm not sure how many, he's just been non-stop running around since he got here, helping with everything, even offering and trying to lift things when he shouldn't be because of his hands, because that's just the kind of person he is. So thank you as well, Hayden. And thank you everyone else from Campbelltown Arts Centre, and please pass it on from ourselves, who's just been a dream to work with since we started here. So thank you Campbelltown firstly, Arts Centre. Next, the decorator and catering staff who unfortunately aren't inside, so I have to thank them afterwards, but they've done a fantastic job here. We've asked for a lot of late changes as well in the setup and everything. They've been so receptive. All the family friends that we've had, you guys have just worked tirelessly. I feel like I'm scared of saying one person's name because if I forget one person, I'm going to just hate myself. But you guys all know who you are. You've worked tirelessly for so many weeks, so many months to make this happen. I know you're family friends, but you're pretty much family in how much love, care, and dedication you've shown towards our event. So you all know who you are. Thank you so much. Next, firstly, just generally, everyone who's performed here today, and we'll try to be more personal in our thank yous here, but everyone who's performed here today, thank you so much. Like, it's just, for you to take the time, effort, and energy out of your lives. You're sacrificing something when you're here, right? Whether that's family time, study time, work, whatever it is, everyone's busy. So it just fills our heart with so much love to know that you guys have put all this time aside to do something really special to make our night so amazing. So thank you, everyone who's performed here today. Tejal, I knew you were going to make me cry and you didn't disappoint, so thank you for that as well. I think next we want to thank our siblings who've just been just this sponge of, just absorbing everything and doing everything for us. So not only have you guys done all these amazing things on the stage, but you've just been there for us emotionally in terms of doing any tasks for not just the last few months, but just the last several years. Harsh, I'm glad to call you my brother going forward, and so it just means the world for me to have someone like you in my life as well. Along with that, I think we've had our stress, we've had our tantrums, we've had our bridezilla moments. And I say we because it's only fair that I mention myself as well. But the siblings have just absorbed that, taken that on, and just radiated positivity and love back at us, which has just made everything that much easier. So the two of you, firstly, just thank you so much. Next to all our loving friends, you guys may have started off as Kiran's friends, but you're no less than my friends to me. So all of Kiran's friends, thank you so much for everything you've done, the way you've been so receptive, and the way you've taken everything on yourselves without even being asked, without even being requested to do all those things for us. So thank you. All of my friends, between being parents, some double parents, running Bhangra groups, other dance groups, Kathak groups, and the millions of things that you guys are doing, you're still finding time to do all these things for us, to perform for us, and to make our night special. Every single one of you has also reached out to me at some point in the last several weeks, asking, hey, give us something to do, or do you need any help with something, or we'll do something. Shashank and Tejas drove all the way to the city this morning to pick up some vegan desserts for us. And I only asked them last night. So all these things, everyone just who I've reached out to has just been saying yes and, rather than no, we can't do this. So thank you. And I think we're almost at the bottom. Sorry, guys, bear with me a little bit longer here. Our parents, everything that we are today is because of you guys. The way you've raised us, everything you sacrificed to make us the people that we are. the values that we have, whatever goodness we have, it starts from somewhere. And for the both of us, we're so fortunate that it started from you guys. So thank you so much. I think it's also worth mentioning, this is the first time my parents have been on a stage before. They're not very loud and out, like out and about sort of people when it comes to like stage and all that sort of stuff. And I genuinely was shocked when Tejo told me that they've agreed to do this. And I think that's just testament of, how much love they're showing towards me, because for 30 whatever years they've never done that, but because it's my wedding, they were willing to come out here and do that and face their own fears and, inspire me and also show me so much love through that. So thank you, Ai Baba. And Kiran's parents, Mummy, Papa, you're nothing short of parents to me as well. Your house has been just our sanctuary for all wedding planning for several months. We come at odd hours, we ask for things or we help with things. You're always there for us, whether that's making us eat food, drink water, coming to us and saying, how can we take something off your plate so that it's easier for you? You've been, like I said, nothing short of parents. So thank you both as well. And all the extended family as well. It would be remiss for me to not mention everyone, all the rest of our relatives that are here. You guys are also nothing short of family. And I'm so excited that both our families are coming together. We have all this shared space with such amazing, beautiful people. So thank you, all of you. And lastly, to my beautiful fiance. Just 5 more days of calling you that, so enjoy it. Then you're going to be white for the rest of your life. So I hope you like the sound of that. I do. Yes, good. No, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. So many people in the last few months have asked me, how do you feel? Do you have any jitters? Are you feeling any nerves? Any second thoughts? And the honest answer is no. I have no doubt that you're my soulmate, and I'm so excited to go through this journey of several months with you. And I'm so excited for our future together. So thank you for everything you do, you bring into my life. And bring on forever. That's all from me. Do you want
Thank you, Abhi, for all the kind words that you mentioned, and I let him do the talking, as you know, he does it quite well. मी 4 शब्दात प्रयत्न करते मराठीत बोलायचे. माझी आजी आली आहे, माझी आत्ती आली आहे, माझे भाऊ बहीण सगळे लांबून आलेले आहेत आणि अभिषेकची पण फॅमिली येते आणि बरेच आमचे सिडनीतले फॅमिलीनी आम्हाला खूप 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 मदत केली आहे आणि आमचे मित्र सगळे फ्रॉम एव्हरीवेअर खूप 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 सगळ्यांचे मनापासून आभार. आणि मम्मी पप्पा आई बाबा तुमच्याशिवाय आम्ही काहीच नाही. तुमच्या सपोर्टसाठी आणि एन्करेजमेंटसाठी आतापर्यंत थँक यू सो मच. आणि अभिषेक जे मी तुला त्या दिवशी बोललेले ते मी आता पण बोलेन, कारण की आता 4च दिवस राहिले लग्नाचे. लग्नापर्यंत मी म्हणणार भाजीत भाजी मेथीची, लग्न करणार माझ्याशी. आणि I don't think we got to give a big round of applause for everyone who did the love story. Please put a big hand together. You might know this or might not know this, but for Abhi and me, dancing and theatre is everything, and this venue and everything was made possible because everyone's support and with the love story in mind, and you all did phenomenal justice to it. Our heart is so full. Thank you, each one of you. And we had 2 weddings going, 3 weddings going at the same time, and you guys put time together to put something so wonderful together. Harsh and Tejal, you blow my mind. Where do you find all this time? I didn't even know my brother could dance this well until today. My mind is blown. And for everyone near and far who's contributed through choreography or videography or props, everything. It's a big show, and it's not one person's job, and I cannot be more thankful for everyone in this room. Thank you for giving us your time and love, and thank you for making our dream Sangeet a reality. Thank you. That's all.
Just one, so we have one final item to go. You guys can probably guess. It's the final bride and groom dance. Just before that, I'd just formally like to say thank you to everyone as well. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Just one thing, while we're on the topic of love story, Abhi is a true gentleman. That's why in his speech he was like, we'll just let. In his speech, he was like, he doesn't want to name any names, but I just want to say a very quick thank you because it's very deserving to Pooja Didi and Chaitali Didi, who put so much time in for choreographing the whole thing. They really put themselves through hell, taking us through practices. So they're the true superstars of that endeavor. So thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. So it looks like that machine is working. So I think I'll pass it over to Abhi and Didi for the final performance.
We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our place. We made the rules. And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds, 20 years? Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever and on. Take me out and take me home. You're my lover. आँखों में आँखें तेरी, बाहों में बाहें तेरी, मेरा न मुझ में कुछ रहा, हुआ क्या? बातों में बातें तेरी, रातें सौगातें तेरी, क्यों तेरा सब ये हो गया, हुआ क्या? मैं कहीं भी जाता हूँ, तुमसे ही मिल जाता हूँ, तुमसे ही शोर में खामोशी है, थोड़ी सी बेहोशी है, तुमसे ही बढ़ के कर्म क्या अब ठोक सके तो ठोक ले दुनिया।
हम दोनों बेमिसाल सज धज के कमाल बाहें डाले हुए बाहों में जो नाचे ढिंढोरा बाजे रे 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 ढिंढोरा बाजे रे।
झालं भेटलं once more. झालं ना शेवट. Okay. That's great. That was a really wholesome evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a couple of things. Before an uncle says Baz Hala Jingat Lawa, we're going to open up the floor and it's going to be free for all very soon. However, another key announcement I'd like to make is the food is also going to be on. Please make your way inside. So as you exit outwards, there's a room to your right-hand side, which will serve the food. And yeah, most people should be seated there. But yeah, please arrange yourself accordingly. And Abhishek's going to give some more details about that.
Just a couple of quick things, guys. Anyone with any allergies or dietary restrictions, can you guys please go first? We've got food for everyone based on their allergies, so it'd be good to serve you guys before someone accidentally takes your food. So can we start with those leaving first? Secondly, we are going to be moving all of these chairs back to make the dance floor a bit bigger. So everyone, can you please take your belongings with you if you're sitting in that area? I think you guys are fine for now. But everyone sitting at the back, please take your things with you. We'll be moving this area back to make the dance floor a bit bigger. Can we start off by having anyone with dietary restrictions or anything start to head off first, so you get a bit of a head start on the group? So, private. Cool, thanks, that's all.
One final round of applause for Abhi Kirani, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you so much.
Bad
los tiene fuerte bailando y se baila así.
सोलह संजरा सितारे संग बांध लाऊंगा तेरे वास्ते फलक से मैं जान लाऊंगा सोलह संजरा सितारे संग बांध लाऊंगा चुराना मेरा जिया दिया चुराना मेरा जिया दिया चुराना मेरा जैसा मिले अकेडमी कच अंग्रेजी म्यूजिक में दे दे तू पंजाबी सारी दुनिया में जी हिट है पंजाबी
Sangeet Night. We have a special sparklers exit planned for the bride and groom. We're going to start that in the next 5 minutes. So I think we have time for one last song.
This
start lining up outside the doors. We'll do the sparkler exit for the bride and groom. Meet you there.